So first, let's define the variables that we need. So let's start with first one, which is tasks, and we need set tasks. And here we need to use state, and we give it default value, which is an empty array. So next, what we need next, let's use the use effect. So once we load our component, so we need to fetch the tasks. So let's define function and let's call it fetch tasks, and it will be an async and wait. And here what we need to do, so let's define try and catch. So we have the response, and we need to wait until Axios get the data. So let's see if we can import Axios. So not here, so we'll import it manually. Let's import it now. So import Axios from Axios. And now we have Axios. So let's bring the default or the base URL from our backend. So this one. So don't care to this error, just when I removed the CSS file, that's why we have this. So now it's working without any error. So as I said, we need the base URL, so we can paste it here and /API and tasks. And what we need, so that's all. So later we will send the category and also the filter params when we filter the task. So for now, let's just get data. So let's console and log the response data, and let's see what we have. If we have any error, so we can console and log error, and we can tell our users that there is something wrong using the toast. So let's use the error, and let's tell them something went wrong while fetching tasks. Something went wrong while fetching tasks. Try again later. So we need also to import the toast. So import toast from React Toastify. And now we can call the method, which is fetch tasks. So save. Let's refresh the page and check our console and see what we have. So let's see what we have here inside our console. So let's check the network tab. So here we have the pending call, and now we have 200 response. So here is our tasks. So let's check the console. We have 10 tasks because we are using the pagination. That's why we have 10. So let's now display the tasks, and we will add pagination later. So for now, let's just display the tasks, and later we will add pagination. So let's add here div with a class name. Let's give it a row with margin top and bottom of 5, and we need also another div with col md9 and margin top and the bottom of 3. And I think without the margin, just for the row is enough. So what else? Let's do something. Let's use here 12. So I will do some changes for the design. So we will not So we will not add same design that we have seen in demo, so I will make some changes. So for now, just follow me. Let's add another div with a card body. And here we need the table. So if you are using VS Code, so there is an extension, this one, Bootstrap 5 quick snippets. So you can use it if you want, install it and use it. And to add something, you can use BS5 dash and you add what you want. So in our case, we need the table. So here let's remove the class primary and use bordered. And here what we need, so we will display, let's display like an ID of the task. So we will not display the ID, but we will display the key. And here we need the title, we need the body. What else? We need if it is done or not. What else? We need category. What else? We need created. And I think that's all. And we need another one for the actions. And we can remove this one because it will create an extra column. So let's add it down. I think it's better. But we did not do something. So we are just console and log in here. Let's set the tasks and give them the response.data.data. Okay. So now we have our tasks. So now we can loop through each task. So let's use tasks and let's wait until we have them. And we get each task. And here we return JSX. And we display tasks. So let's save and take a look. So as you can see, we have now 10 tasks. Let's go to our index.html. Let's give this body a class. Let's give it BGLite. Save. Let's go back and change also the title from Frontend to Laravel. React CRUD app. Save. Let's go back again and see. So I think now it's better than previous one. So what is next? So now we need to display each. So here we will use let's use the index also. So we can use here the task and index. And we can here use the index instead of the ID. So let's use the index incremented by 1. And what else we have? So we have task.title. Let's copy from here. Task.body. And we need what else? We need if it is done or not. So we can check for that. So we can check. Okay, we will do something later. Let's keep it here done later. And what else we need? We need that category. So we have the relationship between. So let's add another column and add the task.category.name. We have the relationship. And we have also created at. And we have already formatted the dates. So it will be formatted, created at. And later we will add actions so we can edit or delete. Okay, so save. Let's take a look. So as you can see, now we have our tasks here. Okay, so let's check if the task is done or not. So we'll add a function that will check. So let's add here a function. And this function will check if task is done. and here we receive the task, and we return JSX. So if task is done, so what we need to do, we need to return span with a class page and pg success, and we can display that it's done. Else, if not, so we can here do the same thing. Let's and I think no need to add this parentheses. So we have already the parentheses here, no need to add them here. So if the task is done, so we'll return span with the class BG class page. So here I have the typo page, and same thing here, page and BG success, and here let's use secondary, and add here that it's processing or pending or anything else you want. And now we can use this method or this function instead of the done later, and we can give it a task. To save, let's take a look and see. So now all the tasks are processing. So now no one of our tasks are done, okay? Or is done. So next what we need, let's move now to the pagination. So we need to paginate data because we have 20 tasks and we have only here 10. So we need to display the pagination links, and when we click on next page, so we display the other tasks, and when we click on the previous, we come back to our tasks that we have here, okay?